So today's video is going to be quite the maybe emotional roller coaster, I don't know. But initially when I woke up, I was browsing Facebook and I saw something that is actually pretty crazy. And that's what the video was originally going to be centered around. Let me start this dragon run so you guys can watch it. And then I'm going to do another dragon run. And I'm going to see if you guys can tell what the difference is between the two dragon runs. So like I said, initially when I woke up, I saw that. I'm like, this is a perfect video because this is a feature that really I hadn't heard of. I don't know how long it's been out. And honestly, I would never have seen it if I didn't see it from the Facebook post. I got a hair on my hat, and that is the most distracting thing possible. But basically, I saw that, checked it out, then I logged in, and it worked. It was an amazing feature. I'll show you guys in just a second. We can compare the runs, and you guys can see if you can tell a difference. But then I started seeing the stuff about the anniversary events, the Elhain events. So after we go through this positive side of things, I want to talk about these events because they're confusing. They're very, very confusing, very, very weird. And yeah, we'll talk about those quite a bit. That's probably going to be what the majority of the video is. But this is something that literally everybody watching is probably going to benefit from, okay? So you saw that first run. Let me go ahead and start up another run, and I'll be right back. Now let's go ahead and start up the second run. You saw the first run. Hopefully you paid attention. Hopefully you have a keen eye. And now watch this run and see if you notice anything different. Potentially significantly different, okay? For me, there's a pretty big difference. For some players, this is a literally game-changing difference. Some players cannot play the game with it the way it was in the previous run. So you'll see here, it may even be faster. I don't know. The animation times may not be much different. It seems like logically it'd be faster, but maybe it's not any different whatsoever. The last run was like 45 seconds maybe. This run may come in a little bit faster. I haven't actually tested it to see if this little switch changes the speeds of the runs, but maybe we can test it out. I don't think it does. I think it's still the same. But hopefully you guys have noticed what the difference was. Maybe your eyes are not feeling as jarred. Maybe you don't feel as if you just got spun around in a roller coaster or went in a car ride on a windy road. Maybe you feel a little less dizzy, but you're not really sure why you feel that way. Well, let me show you what Plarium added. They slipped it under our noses, basically. We had no clue. Actually, it was in the patch notes, I think, but I had seen it on Facebook. So that is when you come to your profile, go to options, scroll down, and hit disable camera shake. So if you notice when the camera shake is on, if you go in the campaign, hopefully you saw it in the dragon run, but when the camera shake is on, every time you do a crit, your camera shakes. Well, that's obviously what it does, right? It shakes. So it zooms in. This is a pretty big issue for people, especially who have like motion sickness issues, and like I've seen other physical, I guess, handicaps. I don't know what all can be triggered. Maybe epilepsy. I'm not for sure. But either way, when you disable that, it does make it a lot easier on the eyes. Just in general, you can see here on Felhound. I know some players were asking us for this for a long time. It seems like a pretty easy thing to fix. I know me personally, I've had issues with it when trying to target things in the arena. Like I'll be doing an arena battle, having full auto, and then I want to target somebody individually when it's on full auto, but the camera shake would adjust and make me target the wrong champion, which would end up making the run take a little bit longer, could possibly make me lose the run. I don't know why I'm in gold 4. That's really weird. But either way, this is a nice change. This is a really nice change. So there we go, Plarium. That is your 4 minutes or so of praise. I do like that change. Pretty minor. But now, actually, I guess minor for some and major for others. I don't want to discredit it. I don't want to discredit it. Keep the credit there. But now, let's talk about the tournaments and events. So logging in, we have the 4th anniversary Titan event. Seems interesting until you see the bronze chest. Okay, you got some rewards here, but then you have a chance of winning basically useless stuff. This is useless for a lot of players, not early players. The silver is useless compared to things like even the ancient shard. And then you go to, we'll skip these tiers because it's all going to be the same thing. Let's look at the biggest difference, okay? The diamond chest. Imagine getting the diamond chest and knowing that you have the possibility. Why do you even have the possibility of getting 500 to 600,000 silver? I have no silver, and I don't even want that. I have 3.2 million silver, and I do not even want this 600,000 silver when I could be getting a legendary tome and immortal soulstone. Literally just drop this out. The gems, I mean, I don't really want that either, but you can just drop both these out, honestly. Drop both these out, leave all this stuff. That would be acceptable. Honestly, if you want to remove the immortal soulstones, you could as well. Maybe throw in a sacred shard. But hey, I'm not going to get greedy. I just don't want players who are going to get this to be feeling like they're scammed with 500,000 silver. That's terrible. Okay. Now, that's not the biggest thing. That's not my biggest gripe. My biggest kind of thing that I think's funny, that honestly I don't understand. Maybe I'm just not understanding the event. But what I'm seeing is this how it's working, okay? So we have the 4th anniversary event that's going on for 12 weeks. Okay, so it's going to have Elhain's path, Gallic's path, Kael's path, and Aethel's path, okay? All these champions' paths, you're going to do the event, okay? So this one is get artifacts and upgrade your artifacts. So you're going to do that stuff, you're going to go through here, and you're going to finish out the event. That's pretty cool. You get an Elhain. Now, not really big deal for most players, but for some, this could be a pretty nice thing. Get some awakenings as well. Definitely a pretty nice thing also. So if you finish this out, great. The Kael path, the Gallic, and the Aethel are probably all going to be the same. But the part that I find so weird is that you're doing this event, and then right here, instead of getting a reward, you're getting points to start to work you towards a reward in a different event. So this 500 coins, I have currently 109 after just a couple dragon runs. This 500 coins is going to get you 100,000 silver. Okay? On the Elhain's path, maybe that's not too big of a deal. At the very bottom of this entire event, I don't know the exact cost of this. I haven't went through and done that yet. But this is going to be 1,000 points. 1,000 points is going to give you, if you just start from the beginning, it's going to give you 100,000 silver and halfway to the experience boost. So in total, after you finish the whole left side or the entire right side, you're going to get 100,000 silver and some experience. So what I'm wondering is, why do we have these points that are working towards rewards in a different event when you could just put the rewards in the original event? That makes no sense. But the part that's even more frustrating to me is the tournaments have this is almost laughable. This is honestly laughable. They've replaced, I guess, the Epic Tome, maybe. I don't look at the rewards often enough to know, hey, this is where the Epic Tome is, this is where the Ancient Shard is. But this part right here, 2350, I think was an Epic Tome. I could be wrong, but now it's 50 Plarium play points. If you're on mobile, this is literally the most useless thing you could be getting. If you're on PC, it's almost the most useless thing you could be getting. The only way it'd be more useless is if you're on mobile. And this reward, which maybe was an Ancient Shard, you guys can correct me. I know a lot of you pay attention to these rewards a lot better, but this is 1,000 points, okay? And if you recall, 1,000 points before would have been 100,000 silver and the XP banner, okay? Now, it might be a little bit different if when you're going through these events, you are actually earning something very significant. But I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm just going to be honest that everything in this tier isn't really significant. This is a day of clan boss. Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare. This rank 3 chicken is basically useless. Early game players, mid game players, you may not have enough energy to even get through this. This is going to be more beneficial to them. But let's go to the next milestone. This Epic Tome, this is the one that we were missing from this tournament, so I'm glad they gave it back to us. But it's going to take a couple weeks probably to actually get that, considering they have this planned out for 12 weeks or 3 months. So nothing here really that crazy. And if you get the silver chest, it's going to be quite likely just a disappointment. The avatar is pretty cool. The avatar is pretty cool, though. I do like that. The next tier, nothing really exciting. I mean, this is like daily compensation stuff, right? Like you log in, there's maintenance, and then boom, you're going to get some energy and some maybe multi-battles or 3-day experience boost or 1-day experience boost, something like that. And now you get a 5-star chicken. That's not too bad. I like the 5-star chicken. And then milestone 4, you got a lot of points. You have a whole lot of points, and now you get to get 450,000 silver as well as some mortal soul stones. Kind of feels weird, to be honest. The Kael avatar is cool. The legendary book is nice, but I mean, that's a lot of points. That is a whole lot of points. And then here you get a bunch of kind of not really useless stuff, but I mean, so far in the rewards tier, you're getting a Sacred Shard, which is good. These 3 things are good. This one has some good rewards. This is good. If these rewards were like back there, it'd be much different, right? But these rewards are at the very end of the event. This is after you've grinded for the, I guess, 12 weeks. I don't know if you're going to be able to finish this very early. I don't know how quickly you're going to be able to earn these points. But right now, you're basically doing an event. Well, not really an event, because events would typically be in your tab, but you're doing the get artifacts and accessories. Now, if this runs alongside the fusion, that could be really good, okay? If you actually have the event of upgrading your accessories plus the Elhain's path with the event of upgrading your accessories, that could be cool. You're triple dipping in your points. There's nothing wrong with that. But as they have it right now, you're doing an event to get rewards and to get points to work on a different event that gives you the rewards that should have been in the original event. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. And then if you're doing the tournament, you're getting also points to work towards a different event when those rewards should have been in that original event. And then you're getting these Plarium Play points, which are useless on mobile. I'm not really sure if they made this event so players could actually get stuff or what, but let's check out the Plarium Play points program. So 50 points gets me kind of close to 350 energy. So you can see 50 points is doing nothing. Maybe if that was a couple hundred points, maybe you could save it up, log into PC someday, have somebody log into PC for you, and then go ahead and do this. But this is going to take absolutely forever. 20,000, 25,000. Man, so that is a lot of points. So that is actually a whole lot of points. 25, 22, and 25. Is each one of those a new tier? Oh my gosh. And they're giving us 50? Plarium, could you be any more generous? Wow, 50 points. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That is very interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. Honestly, I'm trying to, I feel like I'm missing something, because I feel like the original sentiment was kind of excited. Hey, we got a new event. We got these points. Maybe I just missed it. But I'm trying to figure out if I'm actually, am I missing something, guys? Let me know in the comment section. I could be off base, and I could be looking at this the wrong way. But as I'm seeing it, it's just complicating a regular event, complicating it tenfold. And then to know we have a fusion for a champion who's very, very good coming up soon, it makes it feel even worse, because you're going to be spending all your resources for that fusion, ideally, because it's an amazing fusion, and it's going to distract you from this event. But like I said, maybe I'm missing something, but hey, guess what? We don't got to get a headache now from watching the battles. We might have a headache from Plarium's antics, but we will no longer have a headache from watching these battles. So we'll go ahead and do one more dragon run, watch the smoothness of this run. I mean, we got the double speed event going on. We have the Elhane's Path event going on, so might as well do it, I guess. I mean, I guess I'll do some of it. I'm probably not going to finish it. I can almost guarantee. It depends on how many of the events you actually have to complete. But if you have to complete a significant amount of them, then I probably won't be finishing all of it. I'm not a fan of it, though, to be honest. I'm not a fan of the giving you points for a different event instead of just giving you the rewards in that event. I mean, it especially hurts players who like miss a few of the events, and now you're stuck at the lower tiers, and you're not going to be able to get the really good stuff because you did miss some of those earlier events. Also, the avatar situation seems a little bit odd, because if you're somebody who only really wants, say, Gallic, I mean, because he's the coolest looking champion, of course, right? So maybe you only want Gallic, but you don't want to spend all the time working to get Gallic's avatar, but you have to. If you want Gallic, the coolest looking champion, you got to spend all the time to actually get him, right? You got to spend all the resources to actually grind to the point of actually getting that avatar, which, I mean, take it for what you may feel more as if you earned it if you get there. But hey, that's my opinions, guys. Let me know what your opinions are. Thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.